Big Perk, you're up first. Should the Warriors fear the Suns?
That's what happened. That's what happened to the Warriors last night. Them dogs from the Phoenix Suns was on them. They was out last night. And look, here it is. Stephen A., you can fix your body language all you want, but I told you. You know what happened? Yeah, I can see you. Yeah, I can see you. What happened was experience kicked in last night. Experience. And when I told people weeks ago when I was on First Take, I said, look, I'm not knocking the Warriors. They playing beautiful basketball, but it's the experience. And a lot of idiots out there thought I was talking about the experience of Steph and the experience of Draymond and the experience of Iguodala. No, I was talking about the experience of Jordan Poole and all the other young guys. See, let me tell you what happened last night. The Phoenix Suns was the team that represented the Western Conference in the finals last year. The Phoenix Suns brought back everybody and added pieces from last year. The Phoenix Suns are battle-tested, so they know how to get through those moments. I bet you the world thought when Devin Booker went out, they was like, oh, Golden State about to run away with this game. No, the hell they're not, because they have a guy like Mikal Bridges who's not afraid to get up at Steph Curry. Steph Curry didn't just miss shots, they made him miss. And when you look at what Monty Williams did yesterday, he did what we thought Steve Nash should have done when the Golden State Warriors played the Brooklyn Nets. He made the Golden State Warriors play his game. He said, you know what? If you go switch pick and rolls, I'm going to play inside out, and I'm going to punish you with DeAndre Ayton. I'm going to punish you and play JaVale McGee. We're going to play our game and beat you. So at the end of the day, this is why I just didn't crown the Warriors to win the championship, because I got too much respect for them dogs out there in Phoenix, or if you want to call them coyotes, those things Stephen A. scared of. We know about your experience that you had last year when you went out there and was trying to check into your hotel.
You know what? You didn't have to bring that up. That's a pretty low blow right there. That's a pretty low blow right there. I mean, that's supposed to. I'm gonna get you for that one, KP. I'm gonna get you for that one, because that's just wrong right there. And that damn Mike Wilbon, you left him out. I see how slick you are. You left out the Godfather, Mike Wilbon, and how he set me up with them damn coyotes. Mike, Swag Goop, Mike Wilbon sent me to a damn hotel in Scottsdale. I'm looking for a hotel in Phoenix. Next thing I know, I go to Scottsdale. I land. I'm there going there in the middle of the damn night. They pulled me up to the hotel and said, your hotel room about 100 yards away. I'm like, I ain't walking there. Y'all gonna rob me? The hell going on? Oh, coyotes don't bother people. Please. I ain't gonna find out either. Hell no. Hell no. Okay? That's what KP talking about. And he left that out. And he didn't even bring up Mike Wilbon name. See, that's betrayal right there, KP. That's betrayal. But anyway, let me say this to y'all. Y'all can talk all of this all y'all want to. Mad love and respect to the Phoenix Suns. My coach of the year, Monty Williams. You look at CP3, the greatness. I just can't say enough about him. Mikal Bridges, the greatest two-point performance I've ever seen. I mean, this brother was all over the place doing everything, okay? Mad love for him. Devin Booker gets hurt. These brothers stepped up, and I'm a Cameron Johnson fan. You remember last year in the finals, KP, I kept raving about Cameron Johnson and what this brother brings to the table. So I get it, and in pain as well. I like him. I like him a lot. But last night was an aberration. Look, bro, you talk about they made Steph Curry miss. The fact of the matter is Steph Curry missed shots we normally see him make, period. Now, that doesn't mean they didn't play defense. It doesn't mean they weren't in his face. It doesn't mean they weren't contested shots or anything like that. But it was a very un-Steph Curry-like performance. We know, and let me not forget to give my man Crowder some love as well, because Crowder's a big-time contributor for them. Got mad love for him, too. In the end, though, I'm looking at Golden State, and I get what you're talking about their youth, but I'm going to remind y'all, Clay coming back. Watson coming back. And when I think about Jordan Poole and I see what he brings to the table, I like Toscano. I like him. I like what I'm seeing from the Golden State Warriors. Didn't like what I saw last night, but Steph just had a bad night, and it comes back down to that. And I think Friday we find out more about this particular matchup. Let's have this conversation next week. after Friday night's performance. Matter of fact, KP, me and you, we could have this conversation on Twitter, or I'll show up on y'all podcast with Swagoo to talk about this. That's
sure
Friday
can.
night. Wait
You
till
sure
Friday
can.
night. Let's
You
see what
sure
happens
can.
Friday night.
You sure can. And here's the thing. This is what I'm trying to tell you, Stephen A. One, I don't know how Clay is going to look when he returns.
I agree with that.
Let's not forget a torn ACL on one leg, a torn Achilles on another.
I agree.
And Clay is not only known for his shooting, but he's known for his defense.
Yeah.
And let me stop y'all with this Wiseman miss. Okay? Last year, even when Wiseman played, he underachieved. And when we talk about a matchup between Wiseman and DeAndre Ayton, you better believe I'm betting my house that DeAndre Ayton is going to win that matchup. I watched DeAndre go against Jokic, and I told you that already. But I saw DeAndre Ayton go against Giannis, and things ain't happen right. But nothing happens right when you go against Giannis Antetokounmpo. And what I'm saying, Stephen A., is that I know Steph Curry missed some shots that he normally make, but you want to know what the Phoenix Suns did to Steph Curry? They wore him down. They didn't let him get nothing easy so that he could start getting into a rhythm. Their switches were on point. Their communication on the defense was on point. They had deflections. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This Suns team is for real, man.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.